Hello everybody and welcome back to more of the Agent series where we are continuing talking to Koliya because she's the last of our companions that we actually need to talk to, and we're kind of going around defeating all of her ex-partners, which is kind of awkward to say the least.
So this card player, just need to get his people off my back.
Tell the Hutt I always appreciate a fan, but I don't need anyone to stake me.
Hello, Ta. Look who you found.
Koliya? Koliya, it's fantastic to see you. Who's your friend?
I work with her, and she wanted me here for this.
Of course, I understand.
You want to tell me what you were thinking looking for me? Hiring investigators? Bribing dock managers?
I just wanted to find you.
You're messing with my life. A lot of people want me dead, and if you find me, a lot of other people find me too.
I didn't think I wanted you back with me. I want to share the penthouse again, and the money, and... I want you not to leave. Why'd you leave, Koliya?
You're not asking the questions. You listen good, you worm. I'm not going to let you ruin me.
So you'll kill me instead, for not giving up on you?
Koliya made her decision. Now you're only hurting her, and yourself.
I tried to keep her safe. I'm sorry.
Of course you're sorry. It's why I left you, Ta. You're boring. Let's go. Hope the next target's more interesting.
Oh, he just wanted to reconnect and she just didn't want any of it, so that's actually kind of sad. Oh well. We have one left, and it is on Tatooine, as you see here. Hopefully this one will go a bit better, but it is a bounty hunter.
So according to what I got, this is the last place anyone saw our bounty hunter. The Menace. Loser wants a piece of me just because everyone else does. We'll show him what it's like to be hunted.
How do you want to handle this one?
We hang around until someone comes home, or until we get bored. Keep your gun out. Think we got something.
Koliya, you haven't changed.
Do I know you?
You should.
Ona Querrit, the woman you left on Elysia, remember?
No way. You're kidding.
I take it you've met the Menace after all.
She's Senator Querrit's daughter. Rich brat. I showed her how to live.
You seduced me into leaving my father, leaving Coruscant.
You got to see new places, hang with the Black Sun. Her dad didn't even cut off her accounts.
He thought I'd been kidnapped. When you disappeared, I cried for a month. I couldn't go home. But on Alderaan, they taught me how to duel, so I became this.
You can't tell me you were expecting this.
I've got to say, Ona, I didn't think you had it in you.
Now you know. Put down your weapons and surrender. I'm taking you, dead or alive.
I don't know what happened between you, but surely you can resolve this.
Well, what do you say?
I'm impressed, but I'm not apologizing.
Then we fight.
Yeah, that probably could have gone better, but in hindsight, I actually did do the light-sided choice once, and I went, tried to see what it would do, but Koliya responded with like, oh, revenge isn't the answer, having grudges is a bad idea. But that's not something he would say, because he is trying to get revenge on Rorschach, so that's not, it just didn't make sense for the character, so I decided to go with like the neutral option there, but we'll have to see what Koliya's response to that entire thing was.
Let's go down that list again. Roll, check. Ijal, check. Tatigel, check. The Menace, check. You and me, Agent, we are freaking king and queen of the galaxy.
You have had some interesting relationships.
Kind of fun seeing everyone again. Still can't believe Ono tried to become a bounty hunter. She was such a mess. And without Rawl, the Rim is gonna be fair game for new pirates. Opportunity for everyone.
I notice you aren't mentioning Tatigel.
What's to mention? He'll be fine. Won't look for me again. Forget those losers. Forget the Empire if you want. You and me have got a future.
You can share my future. Just make sure you can keep up.
Oh, you want some competition? Make a list of your exes. See how fast I go through them. Bet your past is even uglier than mine.
You know, I'm kind of curious when they actually expand the rest of the companion stories later in the future and with the character stories, if any of those storylines from her past will pop back up.
Hey, I'm worried your shooting is a little off. All that tech stuff weighing you down. We ever go blasters only, your kill count won't look good next to mine.
I'm going to assume that's your natural good cheer.
You assume right. No one hunting me down, no exes mooning over me. Last time I cleaned house, I was playing anarchist on Brental. Feels good to be free again.
What does a free woman do with herself?
Well, I've got a lot of options. Might be time to move on. I could go after a big score, try something other than spy games. You could come with me.
I'm not going anywhere. I have a job to do.
Why do I even bother? Forget I said anything.
You know, she's being quite happy, which makes me wonder. But on that note, I also think I'll get a bigger kill count, considering I have orbital strike and all my thermal grenades.
So, here's what I figure. Every morning you get up, you exercise, you check your gear, you do your thing to prep. You've got flowcharts tattooed on your eyelids. Me, I'm lucky when I don't crawl out of bed drooling on the floor. How is it I keep up with you? Am I just that good, or does dirty fighting beat training after all?
I'd never argue your skills aren't impressive.
Admit it. We're a good team. You with the gimmicks and me with the rough stuff. We're not tripping over each other anymore. Took a while, but you and me, we're a synced-up death machine.
Teamwork goes a long way. Imagine if we actually practiced together.
I don't need to get that good. You want to go arms shopping together, though? Let me know.
One of those situations where Koliya's looking at her going, yeah, I feel like I can actually trust you again, Koliya. I think we can, start to work together again, reliably.
Hello, Koliya. What's going on?
Hey, so I've been thinking, with all the stuff I've told you about my past, we ever talk about the Brental anarchists?
You've mentioned their existence and that you worked with them. No details.
Then here's a morsel for you. We were the Revolutionary Edge Brigade. So was probably me and a dozen other guys. We blew up hollow relays, robbed banks, kidnapped politicos and corporate honchos. Did a lot of damage.
You never struck me as especially political. Why'd you join the anarchists?
Kind of an accident. I started with the local gangs. Someone saw my potential. I wasn't really in it for the philosophy. Even so, there's times I look at who we work for now and... well, I never thought I'd end up helping a bunch of dictators, you know?
We don't take orders from anyone. We help the people we decide deserve it.
Most of the time, anyway. Thing is, I'm actually pretty content. I've got money, company's decent. Even your squad's growing on me. Hypocrisy's a funny thing. See you around, Agent.
I hope I'm not prying. I overheard a bit of your conversation and couldn't help but wonder... have you noticed anything unusual about Koliya's behavior lately?
Less griping, more cheer. Other than that, no.
Interesting. I hadn't spotted that. However, I've noticed some encoded messages broadcast to and from the ship. Koliya has access to the relay, and I'm trying to assess all possibilities.
Let me know if anything happens, or if you find out more about those transmissions.
Of course. I always enjoy a puzzle.
Oh sure, right when she starts being trustworthy, they go with the whole broken companion archetype, and then suddenly she's doing something wrong to make me distrust her again. It's always disappointing.
Look, I'm sorry to dump this on you, but you're gonna need to live without me for a little while. It'll be quick, but I need time off to wrap up some personal things.
It's a little sudden, isn't it? What's going on?
Nothing big, just some private stuff.
And I was worried I'd miss your departure. Koliya, we've had our differences, but I wanted to wish you the best of luck. I'm sure the Wheezer and his Revolutionary Edge Brigade will be delighted to have you back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm surprised that you would permit this, though. Letting Koliya see her old anarchist friends must violate any number of Imperial regulations.
Clearly I haven't been filled in.
I've traced encoded messages sent from this ship to the leader of the Brental anarchists.
Look, it's not what you think. The Weezer got in touch, said he needed help. Didn't say why, but I figure security's cracking down on the cell again.
Why didn't you say anything?
The Weezer was good to me, so I thought I'd lend a hand. Figured telling you would make trouble, get someone killed. If you don't trust me, come back with me and watch my back. We'll buy him off somehow. Might actually survive that way.
I can make contact myself, or go through the Citadel.
He doesn't want your help, and he doesn't trust you. It has to be me.
She may have a point. And if the Weezer is expecting her, he's a problem that must be addressed.
We'll do this, but we do it my way. You step out of line.
Yeah, I got it. I'll get in touch with him. One call to set up the meeting.
I'll leave you to your work.
We're all set. The Weezer will meet us at the Hutta spaceport. Just try to make this go without a fight. I don't need to lose either of you.
Gotta give Dr. Loken credit there. He was calling her on her crap and pointed it all out to me, which he is someone I can trust, and I understand that, which is why when he comes up to me with things like that, you just gotta trust him. So we'll figure out what happens with all of this.
Remember, we're not here to make trouble. You start something, I get unhappy.
Koliya, of all the gifts you've sent to me, this is truly the finest. A former Imperial intelligence agent. How marvelous.
I don't understand what you mean.
Koliya has been selling information to the Revolutionary Edge Brigade ever since she joined the Empire.
What are you doing?
Imperial security data, spaceport blueprints, the names of powerful people, useful things. But now, she's gone beyond the call of duty.
You've been selling our secrets to anarchists.
It's not how he makes it sound. This wasn't what we agreed.
Why bother keeping it private when your associate dies anyway? He's more useful dead than alive. His hands and eyes can get us through biometric security scans.
This isn't a harvest job.
Then I apologize for misreading our agreement, but this is too promising an opportunity to pass up.
Tell me what's going on. Tell me the truth.
Damn you, Agent. And damn you, Weezer, for making me do this.
No mercy.
Let's be honest, we all know exactly what Koliya would do in this situation. He'd kill these fools, like he's doing right now, and then he would kill Koliya. That's just what he would do. We know that because he doesn't appreciate traitors, basically. I mean, if she's selling secrets, that's not okay, and he's loyal to the Empire, so... Too bad you can't kill your companions, though.
I'm disappointed with you, Koliya. You were never a believer, but... siding with the Empire?
I didn't want to pick a side. So yeah, I sold him a few secrets. He paid better than you do, and it's not like I got you in trouble.
You're only digging yourself in deeper.
Why? What's the big deal? I didn't talk about the missions. I'm not stupid. He was into bombing spaceports and raiding transports, not espionage and conspiracies.
I've dedicated my life to this work. Selling Imperial secrets, it can't continue.
Meaning what? You should know by now that I am never going to care about the Empire. Not like you do. Not at all.
I'm not asking you to change, but we're partners. We're supposed to rely on each other. If you don't care about the Empire, care about that.
I do. I like working with you. You know how it is. I'll try. Guess we'll see how it goes.
That's not necessarily a bad result to come out of all of it. If she sticks to her word, then I think Koliya could learn to trust her again, but chances of that happening, let's be honest, are pretty slim based on her odds.
Blast it. You know what today is? Today's the day I've worked with you longer than any of my exes.
Don't tell me you missed your chance to escape.
Normally at this point I'd skip out and go con someone new. But you've got me so freaking out of practice it's not worth the bother. So I'll make you a deal. I'll stick with you, you keep me comfortable. I can live with this setup.
You're far too pleased with yourself to go anywhere.
Don't test me on that. Tell you what, I'll make it easier to live with. I've given up teaching you anything, but we ever get someone new, I'll show them the ancient blood traditions of rat attack, and maybe how to down a Rhodian ale without puking.
And that is the end of talking to all of my freaking companions. So tomorrow's episode is going to be the finale of the agent stuff. We'll talk a lot about the agent and the story, and the new Trellis of the Eidolon, and the last one will be up. So it's going to be a good day tomorrow.